And I'm not a morning person. If you're a morning person in this room right now, hey, if you're a morning person, congratulations. Good for you. But I want you to know this fact. At some point in time in your morning person life, everybody you know has thought about murdering you. And not just kind of murdering you, they've thought it all the way through the process. They've drawn out plans, all right? They put together lists of things they need to get at Home Depot. They have gone through the steps in their minds. So be grateful that they haven't done it. Like, listen, you're not a morning person if you've ever done this. I've been driving your car, 7 a.m., right? And you see a jogger on the side of the road. Like, way too happy to be out of bed. One of those people frolicking down the side of the road like a happy deer in a Disney movie, just ponytail swinging back and forth with a sassy attitude, like, hey, look at me, everybody. I'm out of bed on purpose. I have an E-Trade account. My life is like a happy musical. And you see that person, and in your mind, you think, wham! Right? You're like, oh, I could have got it. I could have got him right there. The elbow goes a little bit, like, oh! I feel better right now, right? Little morning person justice right there. That's what it was. You don't do it, you just think about it in your head. It makes you feel better. You're like, I can make it through today because of that. And relax, morning people. We wouldn't do it, and you'd never die like that anyway. You're far too annoying to die like that. You just bounce off the car. Oh, look who's up early, Mr. Grumpy is. I love being out of bed. You hear that, put your car in reverse and go after him. These kids are up early. I don't have any kids. I have a 5-year-old godson. I thought I could handle him for 24 hours. That was a mistake. So wrong. I want to hug everybody with a kid. I'll tell you good work. The night he stayed with me, he woke me up the most terrifying way imaginable. It's probably happened to some of you in here, but I'll never sleep a full night again without fearing for my life. He woke me up from a dead sleep by just staring at me! Does that happen to you? That is insane! Do you know how much evil a child has to possess in their hearts to set off your body's fight or flight instincts while you're sleeping? Like, do you understand the level of danger you're in? They don't touch you, they don't have to, they just hover over you, just staring at you. Just breathing on their weird cereal breath. And your body's like, wake up, idiot, you're about to catch a Tonka truck right in the mouth. And you don't have dental insurance. You're gonna have to wear that chip. After 24 hours watching a 5-year-old, I finally understood everything that my father did that I made fun of him for. Everything. Finally got it. Made sense to me. I finally understood why he took so long every time he went in the bathroom. Some of you guys know right now you didn't have to go. You're just hiding in the bathroom. That's all you're doing. You just lock the door. It's like your own little panic room. You're like, I'm not a bad grown-up. I didn't leave the house. I'm inside a smaller house with strict security, and I've got my iPhone. I'm here. I'm good. I don't need to answer any more questions. I'm done with you. It's embarrassing. That's what I did. I'm a grown man, and I was hiding in a bathroom from a 5-year-old. And this is what this evil little beast did to me. He just paced back and forth outside the bathroom door like a velociraptor in Jurassic Park, right? Just back and forth, stalking his prey. He's got me cornered. He's like, ha ha ha, in the bathroom, idiot. There's no exits in there. One way in, one way out. I'll be here all day. I can just hear him outside the door snarling and scratching, doing knuckle push-ups, slamming Mountain Dew, getting ready for war when I come out again. I'm just terrified. His evil little fingers slide under the bathroom door and just wriggle at me. Just taunting me. Brian! Get out here! I'm not through with you! I'm about to cry. Then his evil little eyeball comes down flat on the floor and just starts peering at me underneath the door. Brian! What are you doing? Giving myself a vasectomy with a Mach 3 razor is what I am trying to do right now.
Local man robs Wendy's with alligator. We're the alligator boys now.
And the lady, if he's sitting with the bank, should be going,